Of all that coming from President Uhuru Kenyatta himself. Let's begin with you, Dismus. What does it mean, theoretically, for President Uhuru Kenyatta to be president of all in the wake of the political climate we're in today?
Well, when we look at our constitution, and you hear somebody saying that the president needs to unite the nation, then in my view, we are coming up with what we used to do in 2007, that accept and move on. Any good country is supposed to be made up of people with divergent views, divergent ideas. So when you come up with somebody saying that President Kenyatta needs to unite the nation, that sounds more like a civil society language of telling people accept and move on. The people in Kenya who are said not to be united are suffering from one disease, and that was a poorly managed election. Now, if you're able to manage an election so that at the end of the day, when IBC pronounces somebody as a winner, everybody goes home knowing that, in fact, President Kenyatta has won or Raila Odinga has won, then there's no need of uniting the nation. Because divergent ideas is what makes for a country to grow. Like, for instance, look at the US. There was a good debate on how to reform their tax system, on abortion, on their international policy, all those kind of things. And people engaged proactively. They were discussing ideas. And at the end of the day, people thought that Trump has got a better vision. Right. And he has pushed out his taxation agenda, and a few hours ago, his agenda has actually moved forward. He was able to convince his people that we need to reform our taxation system. Now, if a country is divided on ideas, then we are making good progress. But right now, when President Kenyatta says he's going to unite the nation and has indicated that his vision won, his vision did not win. Because people from NASA did not go to the ballot box to express their views. So it's erroneous for him to tell us that his vision won. And this idea, I mean, like for instance in Nigeria, Chinua Achebe says, when we are political leaders saying, let's unite, unite for what purposes? Nobody in Kenya is saying that we are divided. We are not divided. What Kenyans wanted was a free, fair, credible election, number one. Then number two, inclusivity, which is captured in Article 10 of our Constitution, that if you're going to form your cabinet, it must reflect the face of Kenya, it must capture the interests of the minority. And that one, if the president respects the Constitution that he swore to defend when he was inaugurated for his second term, then not a single Kenyan should be worried. So, Michelle, you need to be very careful when you hear people saying that let the president unite the nation, then essentially what you're being told is that the views of the people who support Raila Odinga, who wanted that we sanitize the electoral system, who are looking for another form of democracy. Because, the NASA people are saying maybe it's time for us to review our democracy. Should it be presidential? Should it be parliamentary? And the people who are looking for inclusivity are the ones who are being told that, wait a minute, I've now taken over and you need to take a break. And also what he has indicated there, if he implements it, then probably it's going to make success. Triangulation. That immediately you go into office, if your competition had very good ideas, you incorporate them, you make progress. Bill Clinton did that very well in the US. But the idea of uniting the nation, saying that we are sharply divided, and as the president, I'm going to be the president for everybody, that is burying serious issues under the sand, and we cannot afford to do that.
All right. What